Akakiiko k'ebyokwerinda n'obutebenkevu mu kikolwa olukulu katadde kuninga abakungu mu poliisi mu kibiina kyabwe eky'obwegassi ekya Sacco. Bano okuvaayo n'ebiragiro bino kiddiridde abakungu mu kibiina kino eky'obwegassi okuwaayo ebintu ebitamatizza eri abamu ku bakiise era wano we balagidde okujja n'ennambika ez'enjawulo omuli ez'okwewola ez'abakozi n'endala.
But another thing, Chair, what is behovering my mind is that the Chair and his team supplied us with this document of their bylaws. Still, he is dissociating himself that they have new regulations, and so then why didn't you come with those which are current? So why was it so deliberate that you had to furnish us with a document which you know has already been amended? What was the intention?
So with the issue of
Madam Chair, no. How long does that one take? Really to file that amendment and to be registered?
It is already with the registrar.
No, it does not even take a month.
So
it does not even take a month.
I will find out from management.
Abakaira basabye okutangaza ku nteekateeka za Mwangaza Sacco nga kino kibiina kya bwegassi ekyali kyateekebwawo eyali akulira poliisi ebiro ebyayita munnamagye Kale Kayihura eri abantu abali baggyibwa mu bumenyi bw'amateeka oba bayite ba crime preventers.
We go in deeper, we could discover that what is being talked about here is actually dishonesty. At that time, there were operations that police were undertaking, justified or not, and they ran short of funds. The police administration dipped their fingers into the savers, which was available, easily available to meet their operational or administrative challenges, whether hot meals or not, at that time. And most of them involved those crime preventers.
Was that?
Mu bufuwe bumu okwanukula kw'abasirikale kulaze nga ebyobufuzi awamu n'akaseera ekibiina kya Mwangaza bwe kyabangibwawo bwe byakosa ekibiina kya Sacco era ensimbi ezisoba mu buwumbi obubiri ne zibulankanyizibwa.
They are alleged to have supplied up to worth 30 billion Uganda shillings. But then the police management, when it tried to interfere, because at the beginning, the way it was managed was a bit unruly. So when the police management tried to create sanity, they carried out a verification of the whole supply. What the police management was able to verify was 27 billion. It did not take away the complaint of the other suppliers. So what happened is when we received the last batch, we were faced with recovering all our money as Sacco, or also putting in the political issue because they were under pressure at that time. You would get phone calls there were suppliers, there were voters, they wanted their money. So what we did is we picked what we could pick and deferred the balance to their petition because they convinced us and said they were supposed to petition the president for the balance of what was not verified, and that's what we're waiting for.
N'ensonga y'emisaala gy'abakozi naye erabiseeko mu kunoonyereza ensonga zino.
Under salary and wages, a total expenditure of 431 million was paid, and the equivalent of the National Social Security Fund contribution, which is supposed to be 10%, is only actually 5 instead of 43 million shillings. What would justify that payment of salary, which is not matching the employer's contribution for National Social Security Fund?
As disowned the records of previous periods, how do we rely on them? So that's when we came up with a decision of reconstruction of Exodus books of accounts from its inception, from 2007 to 2019. Now, this figure of 375 million was as a result of the different audits we carried out from 2007 to date.
Ssentebe wa Sacco Omoding Wilson Otona atangazizza ku ngeri embeera zonna bwe zitambudde mu kakiiko.
As a board that I chair, we don't work in isolation. We work through the guidance of the AGM. AGM resolved that members must access saving twice because the challenge we faced right from the beginning was the liquidity. As you save today, people are withdrawing it all. And the objective was that we should put our resources together so that we now start learning each other. So the problem that the Sacco got those days was this withdrawals every other day. That's why you were finding people were not even able to access their monies that time because every other time it is being withdrawn.
Abamu ku bakiise abatula kakiiko kano nabo boogedde engeri ensinkano ya leero gyetambuddemu.
Eyo mandatory saving ey'okugamba nti ye pension yaabwe tebakola consultations n'abagamba ba members ba Sacco kubanga bwe bagamba nti delegates okujja ne bajja mu annual general meeting baba ba representing aba members ba Sacco mu poliisi naye abo ba delegates okusala mensonga eyo bandi badde bajjogerako ate ne bagiza mu ba members be bakulembera okujja mu Sacco ne bafuna ensonga eyo ne basalamu.
Siri mativu kubanga complaints ezibaddewo mu basirikale kubanga omuntu tosobola kubanga osavinga sente zo naye nga tokkirizibwa kuza accessinga nga bakukugira nti esente oyina zifuna oyina withdrawinga only emirundi ebiri mu mwaka.
The money from the Sacco was used to finance the activities of the crime preventers under the Association of Mwangaza up to a tune of about 30 billion shillings, which affected the members' rights to access their savings. So we are not satisfied because that money has never been recovered up to today. There are still outstanding money amounting to about 4 billion shillings that belongs to members of the Saccos, and that's why police officers are suffering. They cannot access their Saccos.
Ensinkano eno yesoose okuva ensonga za Exodus Sacco bwe zaayanjibwa mu kikolo ggwanga olukulu era wano omukulira w'ekikolo ggwanga olukulu n'azisindika mu kakiiko kano okubeera nga banoonyereza ebikwata ku Sacco eno. Yisa Kigongo ku lwa Channel 44 Oleggulo.